One.
Hey, Mo Clark checking in with Upscale magazine, and I am with the lovely Gabby Simone. Super excited to speak with you. Oh my gosh! So you are just taking the world by storm. So let's just get into it. With your experience, if people don't know, just go ahead and introduce yourself because I'll just jump in and start asking you all the questions without them even knowing who we talking to.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Gabby Simone, and I am excited to be here with you today. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So let's just get into it. You were one of the finalists on American Idol. What was that moment like for you? Did you ever, because I know we all watch the show, we all sing in the shower and think we have the power, but you actually do. So, what was that moment like for you?
um, it was surreal. I'm still trying to, wrap my head around everything that happened because it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was a fun experience. It was so much fun. And I learned so much about myself and about how what I can do and just how to calm my nerves because I was just so nervous the whole time. And just about other people. I grew up in Baltimore, so and I grew up in a big family, so I was extremely to myself. My family with my friends, but
Mhm.
and I have the same friends I had for years. But I went out there on my own to LA for months,
Ooh.
and yes, and I made friends. I made friends that want to do the same thing as me,
Mhm.
and has the same drive as me. And I think it was just a whole different world. It just felt like a whole different world.
I'm actually in LA right now, so I understand the feeling. I'm only here for a couple of days, so I can't imagine.
Yes, it's completely different. It's
It is
completely different.
completely different, especially their airport. But you know what? That's not why we're
Yes.
getting to there.
Listen,
We're
I could
not
talk
here
about
for that
airports all
today.
day.
We could talk about that all day. So, you've done covers, which we see a lot of people getting into that. Haley and Chloe Bailey, they got discovered by doing their covers and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Who was the first celebrity you actually did your cover for?
Ooh, that's hard. The first celebrity I did my cover for. You know what? I can't pinpoint it. I mean, it was probably gospel, but let me just say something outside of gospel. It was probably a Whitney Houston cover. Like I grew up listening to her. I studied her. I'm a student of hers. So it definitely was probably something Whitney that I did
Hmm.
for sure.
So I'm glad you said that, listening to gospel, being brought up around gospel, because you blend a lot of sounds together, and sometimes people think if you're so heavy into religion or, gospel, you can't listen to secular music, pop, R&B,
Mhm.
rap, or
Mhm.
whatever. But we find, like, with your sound, you mesh everything together so perfectly. So if you had to say that there was a Gabby recipe for Gabby's sound, what would be in the recipe for you?
I would say it's definitely gospel, for sure. But my parents they didn't keep me in a bubble. You know
Right.
what I mean? They were super churchy. They grew up super duper religious and holy, sanctified. Holiness is right. But by the time I got old enough, they kind of let loose and they were listening to other things. So I would definitely say R&B. I
Hmm.
have older siblings. They was listening to hip hop, rap music, and I was like, "Oh, mommy, not they not gonna let me listen to this." But it's just a bunch of a bunch of everything. But right now I'm in this R&B era right now. I love R&B. I love 90s R&B, and I think I just, take from each, genre.
Yeah. And you brought up Whitney Houston. I'm such a Whitney Houston fan. You cannot tell me when I put on my karaoke machine and I sing I want to dance with somebody, baby. I will belt. I don't care if it's on the music at Target. I'm in Target like I'm Whitney, baby.
You have to.
Period.
That's the only way you can sing them
That's
songs.
it.
That's the
That's
only way.
all. So, what made you kind of actually study Whitney? What was it about her sound that gravitated you to her?
Um, the her tone, the clearness in her voice is just so clear,
Hmm.
and her emotion. She just emotes. It's something about the way she emotes a song. that just pulls you in. I was probably 5 years old listening to her, like I knew what was going on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because she knows how to pull at your heartstrings. And that's and I really wanted to do that. I wanted to be able to do that. And I didn't know I had a power behind my voice until I started singing her songs.
Mhm.
Until I started wanting to do everything like her. Once you study a singer, you're like, okay, I need to be able to do this. I need to be able to do that. So I didn't realize I had power behind my voice, but definitely the clear tone and the power and just the way she emotes a song.
So no pressure at all. But people are saying that you are one of the greatest vocalists of your generation. How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, that's a little crazy to me. There's a lot of singers out there that I'm in awe of, but I think it's a special thing. Because I grew up just listening to the greats, and I always wanted to be like them.
Mhm.
I think it's really great, and I still have so much room to grow. Shout out to my vocal coach. We work so much. We work so hard on the gift, and I appreciate everybody for supporting me and loving on me like that. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but my supporters go hard for me, and I that's a big responsibility. So, you know, that don't catch me lacking. Y'all gotta come watch me on a good day.
So I'm glad you actually brought that up because even with what I'm doing in the going from city to city, doing interviews, doing media, setting up cameras, red carpet this, red carpet that. So I can only imagine that for you, touring cannot possibly be easy. So you brought up your vocal coach, but what I want to ask you is in the midst of all your touring and things that you're doing, how do you actually keep your vocal cords in check? Like, how do you get rest? Do you drink lemon honey? Like, what do you do to make sure you can belt out these tunes?
So first of all, I have time on my hands. I'm only 23, so sometimes I can just bounce back. Like I feel like, the older you get, you have to really be intentional, and even now you have to be intentional. But um, I'm learning how to be intentional because I am getting a little older. But I feel like I bounce back a lot better, than older people. But definitely my vocal coach, he stays on me. Drink your water, stay hydrated, because you're not gonna be young forever.
Mm.
Make sure you
I'm a
sing
vocal
right.
coach.
Make sure you sing correctly. I grew up in the church squalling and singing. We sing hard in the church,
Hmm.
so I had to learn how to sing correctly. I can't be straining. Like when if I have shows back to back. So it's really everybody. I think everybody just needs a vocal coach. A vocal coach to just tell you, what you need to do, what you need to work on, because that's what they specialize in. They specialize in your voice and vocals, and your vocal cords they're an instrument, but they're muscles. You have to learn how to use them correctly, and I've been learning how to use them correctly. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out what not to eat, what not to do, not to talk hard. I'm a little aggressive sometimes, so I have to lower my voice sometimes when I'm talking. There's a lot that goes into just preparing for, preparing to just sing and perform.
Right. Yeah. Don't definitely don't take that age thing for granted. I took my daughter skating when she was about 7, and I fell, and it took me out of work for seven
Oh my
days
gosh,
because
skate. Mm-mm.
stuff
Yeah,
do
yeah.
not heal. Listen to the vocal coach. It don't heal like it used to. So
For sure.
definitely
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing on that. So, with you being 23, as young as you are, you have it's funny calling these people legends because I used to listen to them, but you have gotten a chance to work with some of the greats, some of the legends. You're opening Eric Benet, all these different things.
Mhm.
What does that feel like for you? I mean, we know you can't unfortunately open for Whitney, but you're
Mhm.
opening for some pretty dope people. So, what is that moment like for you?
It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. They are legends in their own right. You know what I mean? And they work so hard, and I want to have that same work ethic, and I can't wait to just watch Eric Benet on stage. Like that's a learning experience right there. I think right now in my career right now where I am, it's just about growth and learning and taking in everything, taking in every experience, listening to people, and just having my ears open. So I'm just excited about the this learning process that I'm going through right now.
So I know that you're open to learning, and that's amazing because 23-year-olds, they don't listen. Ask me how I know. They don't
Listen.
listen that much, but this is your career, so that means you're open to learning and constructive criticism. So when you get this constructive criticism or your notes, what's typically your process?
My process is just to take my process. Oh, that's a good question. um, I mean, I listen, and sometimes it'll take a while for it to process, and I'm in my lazy tired mood where I'm just like I want to go out. I don't feel like doing this, but I take it in, and it's about discipline too. So I take it in, and I apply it to different areas of my life, and I have to I just it's a really weird process because I'm still young and I still want to do what I want to do,
Hmm.
but I know that I have to do these things. So I lock in, sometimes of the day, sometimes a couple days of the week, and just hone in on my gift, and you know, work on what I need to work on.
So a lot of times in my interviews, I've always asked people, how long have you been doing this, and when did you first start taking it seriously? And I always am astounded by the fact that they're normally two different answers, right? Because, like you said, you were singing at 5, but when was that moment that you really did lock in and say, you know what, this is really what I want to do?
Definitely. So I graduated during the pandemic,
Oh,
and a few months before I graduated, I was just in a house. I was singing, posting on social media and things like that. And I posted a challenge that they were doing. Challenges were so big during the pandemic. Everything was just going crazy. Everybody was just sitting in the house. So I posted a challenge, and it went crazy. And I was just posting. Like I none of my videos have ever done numbers like that. I was at like 2,000 views, had 3,000 followers. I was just doing it because I wanted to post. I was a
that's fun.
singer.
Yeah.
But when it went viral, I went from 3,000 to like 50,000 followers in like a week or two. I was like, okay, I can do this. People actually want to listen to me. Like this is something that I can do. I have supporters now. I have a fan base now. So I'm not just doing it for myself anymore. I'm doing it for other people. I'm doing it to reach people and to touch people. Like people were in my DMs like, "Oh my gosh, you made me cry. You did this." And I'm like, "I'm singing an R&B song. I made you cry." But I think that was just the turning point in my life. That was just a pivotal moment in my life when I did that challenge and people reacted the way they reacted.
I love that. So you felt impactful. That's
Yes.
dope.
Mhm.
So now look, this I didn't make this list up, okay? This comes straight from my research, okay? All right. So your fans are comparing you to Brandy, Mariah,
Wow.
and Fantasia.
Really? I
Now
mean, I
look,
love them. I love.
I
Oh my gosh,
I
that's first of all, that's an honor. The vocal Bible. Listen, I wish I had the ear like her, but that's crazy.
yeah, so how does that make you feel hearing that?
Um, it makes me feel like I need to step my game up just a little bit more. Listen, y'all comparing me to some greats, some legends. And hopefully I'll be there one day. And we still working on it. We still working on it. I'm honored. I'm fans of theirs. And like I said, I study artists like that.
And who would you say right now at this stage in your life would be your dream collaboration? Because I'm telling you, these people really aren't that hard to reach if you get in their DMs and take your chance. So,
I've been listening to SZA a lot. I want to work with SZA. I think her vibe is just crazy. She's an amazing writer. So hopefully we can work together one day.
so before I let you go, tell everybody because I'm already following you. I had to go on there and be like on all your videos. So tell everybody where they can follow you at.
You can follow me at Gabby Simone Music, GabbySamone. I'm not Nina Simone's niece, so it's with an A. But Gabby Simone Music on all social media platforms. You can go on my website, GabbySimone.com, and you can just stay updated on everything.
I love that. And before I let you go, what projects do you have coming up that we should be on the lookout for?
So I am dropping music soon. I don't have a date yet, but like I said, you can follow me on social media and stay updated. But it's coming out really soon before the end of this year. So yeah.
You might as well just say you coming out with a Christmas album, so we could just get this,
It's
so we can
not
get
that
this
far in the
over
year.
with.
It's not that far in the year. But hopefully,
Oh,
I think
okay.
y'all may be getting some Christmas music too. Just,
Baby,
just,
I
just
live for
stay
me a good
tuned.
Christmas album. I start right in November before Thanksgiving. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to interview with Upscale Magazine. We look
Thank
forward to
you.
sharing your story with everybody. You've been amazing, and I wish you much success. I got to come see you in concert. I tried to
Thank
make
you.
it to City Winery,
Yes.
but
Come through. Listen, we gonna have to get you a ticket. We have to get
give
you a
me
ticket.
a ticket. I just learned how to fly and book flights. Give me a
I
ticket.
got you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
checking in
you.
with us. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good one.